Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
And first and foremost, as always, we'd like to start off giving all honor and glory, infinite praise and worship to
Yahawah.
Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostle, elders, and bishops, great millstone, peace, citation to the hopeful elect, 144,000, and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children that the Lord will have mercy on in these last days. These perilous times, perilous days, meaning dangerous days. All right, brothers from GMS Cleveland branch, Lord willing to bring out a quick and edifying transit through the spirit of Yahawah, and just titled it something through the spirit. I think I put we in those times, man. You know what I'm saying? We are in those times. Call HALALYAM man. We are in those times that the scripture talk about uh our forefathers desiring the day in which we are in, man. You know, those times that we're living in, man, we're living in the greatest time in history, man. Why? Because we're getting ready to see Yahawah kingdom manifest itself into the world, man. You know, and on top of that, immortality for the Israelite man, woman, and child, and death or unaliveness unto the wicked concept, the wicked man, his vibrations, the wicked nation, his essence, Esau, Edom, and everything he upholds, which has a stronghold on the minds of the Israelites. You see, so we're facing some beautiful times, man. We are in great times, man. You know, but we are in those times of all prophecies coming to pass, man. You know, you see what just happened with Creepy Joe. You know what I'm saying? Kamala Harris, right, is the forerunner to take his place. Okay, and I've been saying through the spirit. Well, I always say speaking as a man, because it's hard to differentiate with this situation. But it came to me out of nowhere, man, about Kamala Harris being. It makes all the sense in the world for her to be in president. Trump, it makes sense for him to be. Either way, man, it's still a rap for this place. It don't matter who's in office, man. You know what I'm saying? But we are in no times of prophecies being fulfilled, bro. Shit, you could get you got a precept,
The Matthew 13 and 17 was
whatever, yeah, whatever you got, you know, because we are in those times of prophecies being fulfilled. And get back up to got it.
this is Matthew 13 and 17. It says, "For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which you see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear, and have not heard." Like the brother said, we in them times which we have been waiting to see. You know, we in these times that we've been waiting for.
Right.
All these prophecies that come to pass. We see the MOTB is coming to fruition. We see that Jacob's trouble is about to well, we in a phases of that.
Yo,
We got World War III. We hoping for the end.
God, yeah. Why would we be hoping for the end? Get Second Ezra 6 and 9 real quick, or you can start at 7. This is why we're hoping for the end. One of the many reasons. See, the Christian church is not praying for the times we're in. The Christian church is not making haste these times. The scripture talking about in Isaiah 62, give him no rest until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. You see what I'm saying? The Christian church not doing this. You see, read that real quick.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9.
Start at 7.
So like in verse 7, it says, "Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth?"
Right. The end. What did it say? The end of the first. Because Esau was he was allotted and he was promised a blessing in Genesis 27. And one of his blessings was the fatness of the earth. Well.
That was the first rulership.
I hate to burst your bubble, but yeah, nigga, like we was promised the same thing. So we're gonna rule at the same time. No, man. Your rulership was supposed to be now, and ours is to come. Why? Because you represent the end. You represent what not to be. So the times we're currently living in is a product and a fruition and a fulfillment, right, at its highest potency of what you were created to do, which was to bring hell on earth and to destroy the whole earth, like the scripture said in Revelations 11. So therefore, by default, we are in those times because the man of sin is the one who currently ruling. You see, it's bringing these things to fruition. So this is we're asking the same thing and we're praying for the same thing. When is the parting asunder of time? So now we're seeing the prophecies that said they're speaking, they're coming to pass. You mentioned World War III. You mentioned the MOTB, right? That's heavy in the news, man. Just 4 or 5 years ago, bro, one like that. Just 4 years ago. Just 4 years ago, bro. Go ahead. What you got? Yeah, keep going. Yup.
It says, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
Yeah, because this is the first rulership, right? Why are we harping on it? Because Esau was promised the fatness of the earth, and the fatness of the earth consists of the riches and the prosperity and the profit that come from the minerals and the elements of the earth, like oil, gold and silver, riches like that, land, cattle, and people.
Or yeah, the servitude, which
right.
He heaped unto them all the nations.
Right.
He even got
he heaped unto himself all people. You say?
No, I was gonna say even us. I believe that was Isaiah 35.
What say?
When it talk about he got these two nations and put in his possession. He got the Lord's jewels. He got the rule over us.
Yup. Ezekiel 35. You got Revelations 18 talking about the souls of men. Like you said, the servitude. So this is his rulership, and we'll also prove that is because at the time you only had the so-called Middle East, the Eastern world, and then when America was inhabited, it branched off to the western side of the world. The northern side, the western side, different things, the names the scriptures call it. This is now the whole globe that's inhabited, and the concept of this devil is influenced around the whole globe. You see what I'm saying? So this the first dominion. This is the first rulership, and it was given into the hands of the wicked, and he corrupted the whole earth. Go ahead, So we're asking, we're wondering, like Ezra was wondering, when is this going to end? Go ahead,
Verse 8, it says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Right, and like Isaac said to Jacob, and to Esau, part of Jacob's blessing was what? That the elders should serve the younger. You see, the elders should serve the younger. So the Lord had Esau come out first to represent the elders in this format. God damn, please don't give me. God damn. To represent the elders in this format. You see what I'm saying? So.
Right, and he said.
Woo,
it says, and when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
There you go.
Showing that we're gonna be pulling this devil out of rulership, especially when the Lord come Mike Allah, the angels, and then when we get turned into our true estate, as being gods on the earth. Because right now the Lord calls us grasshoppers. We don't have no power to pull him out of his rulership.
Yeah, because go ahead, Slacky.
I was gonna say, but soon the Lord is gonna give us that spiritual power, which we have a spiritual power now by being able to prophesy this man's kingdom to fall. But soon we're gonna be able to actually put this man into chains.
Yeah, right. Because Isaiah 13 says it's the burden of Babylon. You see, the burden goes into prophecy and it goes to a heavy load. So the prophecy is a load unto Esau, Edom. Why? Because you have Jeremiah 28:8. Whenever the prophets was on the scene, we know the end of that current rulership was coming to an end, because that means that the Lord was about to make his move according to righteousness, for righteousness' sake. And that's what you see now. You see the Lord about to get ready to make his move for righteousness' sake, for his name's sake. Like it says in Ezekiel 35 or 36, one of the two, about he do all these things for his name's sake. But you got it. You can finish that out. Because we're in those times. We're in those times of all prophecies being fulfilled. Right? You got it.
Verse 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world.
See, Esau is the end of the world. The scripture say the earth provided forever. So it's not talking about the literal world. It's talking about the current rulership, the current heaven. The current heaven is a state of high demand, the highest you can get. right? This is the East Edomites' heaven. You see, he has space on the finances. He control the laws. He write the laws. He control the food, water, and shelter. You go to him for one of all things. You see, so we're in the times of what? Of Jacob's blessing about to be fulfilled and Esau's blessing about to be fulfilled in terms of the fullness of what his blessing entailed. Because he got his blessing by the means of the sword, like the blessing said, like the scripture states. You see, but now we're reading the symbology, the symbolism between Jacob's hand grabbing Esau's heel. That's symbolic, like bro said, to pulling his kingdom down, and it started when the prophets, man. So we're in those times. We're in those times of all these things to be being fulfilled. That's why through the Spirit, Apostle Tahar coined this year, the hopeful year of all prophecies be fulfilled, man. It's about to take, bro. There's so much going on. I guarantee something big happen. Lord willing, something big happen before this year is out, man. Going into the next year, man. It has to happen, bro. Go ahead,
Reading on, it says, read it back.
Mm-hmm.
2 6 and 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right. So Jacob is the beginning. Well, how is it the beginning if it's coming after? Because it's the beginning of what we were created to do. It's the beginning of what the whole purpose was. Now we know both what good and evil. We know both sides. We can judge the spectrum. We can judge the nations, right? We can be faithful, or we could, like YAHWASHI, you know, in Hebrews 2. We have completed what was written of us, Lord willing. Okay, that's what we're getting ready to approach. So now the beginning can happen. Now we can live forever. Now the Lord's name can reign forever, and so forth and so forth, man. You okay? Hey, can you get a quick preset? What you got? You got a preset?
Yeah, the Daniel 2 and 44, going into our rulership.
Real quick before you grab it, can you second Esdras 4 real quick? And grab second Esdras 4 and try 36. I think it's 36.
It says by measure.
Yeah.
2 Esdras 4 and 36. Well, 37.
37.
It says, by measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times. He doeth not move nor stir them until the said measures be fulfilled.
Woo! So that's we're in those times. That's why you see all these things happening. You see. Matter of fact, one more. I get 2 Esdras 9 real quick, because now now the fact that you see these different things happening is evidence that we are in those times. You know. Go ahead,
Just 2 Esdras 9 and 1.
Yeah, you can start there.
It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Right, and this is how we're measuring the time that we're in. You see, the president, the what's going on with the presidential election. You see what's going on with you want to go straight to the hospital? You want to shake straight there?
It's up to you, man.
What you want me to do?
Go to your house.
Yeah. Cause I'm about to go to the gas station real quick. All right, so like it. So yeah, we see the presidential election. We see you know, the U.S. debt clock. You know what I'm saying? We see NATO, the things NATO is saying, the things Sleepy Creepy Joe is saying. We see what Russia's doing. All these things are written in the scriptures, man. We're in the time, because right now, man, so many precepts. Go ahead.
Right. So it's saying that we measure the time by pinpointing the time periods that the prophets spoke about when they got these visions. Because the scriptures talk about this book, which is the scriptures, being like unto a reed, and within a reed is like a measuring tool. And each time things come to pass, that's a measurement of time of that the prophecies is coming to pass. But it says,
right, and that's how we know where we're at, because of what prophecy is actually in motion. That's how we're measuring the time. Oh, damn, we know Yahushua about to come back. We know it's the end. We know Esau is out here, because why? The scriptures say how Babylon is not healed. The scriptures talk about the fall of Babylon. You know, the things to look for. Right? Read it out. Keep going.
Reading on, it says, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the earth, the world which he made.
Right. So this is evidence that we're in those times because the Lord is visiting the earth. He's visiting the wicked who oppresses us, and he's visiting the earth because he oppressed the earth too. And the Lord is visiting the earth. How? Keep reading. It's going to tell you how he's visiting the earth.
Verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And when you read Matthew 24 and around what, 5th, 6th, 7th verse, it talk about the uproars of the people. It talk about rumors of wars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now we hearing and seeing these things. You know, it's all over social media, all over the news. You know, the whole Russia, Ukraine, you know, Israel, Palestine. You know, and even here, you know, you got things happening over here in America. You got uproars of the people. You're gonna have soon. Uh, like what was that? Like the Proud Boys and these
Oh,
other.
yeah. You got so what you talking? You see the video that just came? I sent it.
Yeah, with the races.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The little Jacobs was walking across the street, and the Edomites had the white shirt. He said white something about his shirt. His shirt said something, but they called the little dude a nigger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And little dude was about to fight. Calling him a monkey, a wild little monkey, and this all this. But this is what's about to happen. The race wars, man. You know, we're in those times, man. We're in those times of civil war. You see, this is the fact that Kamala Harris is bro. It's gonna they have to have something dramatic, man. Kamala Harris, if she's a Keisha, it makes all the sense in the world. How the Lord gonna end the movie? It started with Keisha and the serpent, it's gonna end with Keisha and the serpent going out. You know, because they both some damn devils. Go ahead, right?
It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he had made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people and the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
There you go. The end is manifest. These are things to prove that the end is manifest. By uproars of the people, it said earthquakes in diverse places. Many other things, man. The prophets on the scene, shit, so forth and so forth. This is how you know the end is manifest. And what is the end? Esau's reign. That's the end. What's the beginning? Jacob's reign. And this is what we see going on right now. So we are in those times, man. We are in the times of prosperity for the house of David. You see, we're in the times of decay for the house of Saul, the house of the wicked. You know, you see, it talk about that the Lord. It said the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked. It also said in Proverbs that He created a day of evil for He created the wicked for the day of evil. The wicked's whole purpose was to serve up until that day, and the Lord to make an example of what not to be. Right? Once we learned our lesson, the elect learned their lesson, fulfilled their lots. You know, proper measure and so forth and so forth. You got something else? Go. Huh? What you got?
I would either want to go to the Habakkuk.
Yeah. Grab that. So the end is manifest, man. And we are in those times. We're in the times of prophecies being fulfilled, man. The MOT about to come to pass. Jacob's trouble is about to come to pass. We about to get tested at a high level, man. You know, civil war is about to come to pass. You know, and breaking in and entering in is about to come to pass, man. You know, being a pilgrim on the earth is about to come to pass, man. You see, you know, having to push all your resources in like they did in the book of Acts.
Mm-hmm.
Right, to as a unit and to move to the next phase. It's about to come to pass, man. The persecution is about to come to pass. Them rolling on us, Esau coming in like a flood, the enemy coming like a flood. It's about to come to pass, man. Like, this ain't no goddamn game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jake's still trying to figure out if this truth is. Jake's still trying to figure out if this is real or not. Man, this is not a game, man. By the time we figure Jake in that mindset, figure that out, it's gonna be too late. We gotta constantly have faith and know that this is it, man. We supposed to know this is it, man. We gotta go ahead, Doc. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Habakkuk 2:3.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time."
The vision was for an appointed time. What vision? The prophecies. Pro means before, facade means to say the things that were spoken before we're in this current body. The things written aforetime. You know? Go ahead.
It says, "But at the end it shall speak and not lie."
What end? This end. The current generation, how should I say, this generation shall not pass until all be fulfilled. So this generation is the same generation that stuck Yahawashi on the side, you know, struck him, mocked him, you know, gave him up, you know, etc. It's the same generation, man. Because this is just that generation was wicked, man. And this is the most wicked generation that ever exists. How do we know that? Because everything around us is dead. The grass, the air, the water, the food, the people, the minds, everything around us is dead, bro. You can't have a normal relationship with a man. A man and a woman can't have a normal relationship. A woman thinks it's strange if I remember the other day, bro, I'm looking at a chick walking through. She was walking in the store, fine as hell. I'm looking at her. She couldn't hear me say something because she like, oh, you got a problem? Like she like a man. Like me looking at you is saying I'm looking at you because you look good. You know you look good. What you about to say?
I was open the door for a chick. She gonna say some good look, bro. I'm looking like, what the fuck?
Good look, bro. Because that show you everything's dead, man. You know, nothing is in motion, meaning nothing is living. So therefore, that's how you know we at the end. If the kids of this generation grow up and be the hope of our nation, that alone show you that this is the end. Because these little niggas is on demon time, man. Go ahead, I'll finish it out. Bring it back.
This Habakkuk 2:3.
We close with this though.
It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie."
At the end, it shall speak and not fucking lie, man. And not fucking lie, bro. It should not lie. We at the end, man. And YAHWASHI, he coming whether you believe it or not. He gonna save his elect whether you believe it or not. Whether you believe we got the correct doctrine or whoever you believe, it don't matter, bro. The Lord is coming regardless.
It says, "Though it tarry, wait for it."
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it do seem like it's a long time, but it's not, man. Remember, the day to the Lord is 1,000 years. So it's been minutes, seconds, hours in our Lord's eyes, man.
Right. The Lord said He ain't gonna prolong His words anymore. So all this it seemed like it was waiting, like we was waiting, but now things is coming to pass.
Yeah, it's coming to pass. Tarry means like a halt, right? Though it tarry, though it seemed like it's halted, though it seemed like it's on pause. What did it say?
It says, "Wait for it."
Wait for it, man. Why?
Because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Because it will surely come. Meaning it's a definite. YAHWASHI, I'm trying to talk about the arrows that shot. Does it return to the archer? You know, won't shot it? No, man. The Lord, these end time prophecies, these arrows been shot, man. They've been sent off, man. You know, and we just waiting for them to hit this great whore, man, who is holding the minds of Israelites in captivity, as well as their bodies, but it's mainly their mind, because their mind is connected to their spirit. You know, they got the Israelite spirit in subjection right now. You know, but the Lord he's turning that around, starting with the elect. Okay, you guys, is that it on that? So what you at?
Verse 4:9.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So Lord willing, this is quick transit was edifying, man. We in those times, bro. We in those times, like I said, but this is some exciting times. You see what's going on in the presidential election and all that, man. Like we mentioned earlier, man. So that we're gonna see what happens next. Speaking as a man, I think Kamala Harris gonna get it, and it's gonna cause the civil war I think it's gonna cause her emotions. They played a clip with her emotions and how she not for J community, and it's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, man. It's just gonna be a lot going on. So either way it go, this is it because these got to be the last two. Either one of them got to be the last president that Babylon will have. You see what I'm saying? Trump being Nero and Kamala being a goddamn, the wife of the serpent. You know what I'm saying? So either way it goes, it's about to end. It's about to end bad. You got anything else you want to say? So Lord willing, is edifying. We'd like to give all honor and glory, infinite praise and worship to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honor to our apostle, elders, and bishops, great millstone. Peace, citation to the hopeful elect. Until next time, hey, shalom.
Shalom.
Konya shalom.
Konya shalom.
Shalom.